I had these extra mini charm squares left over from these cute little trees that I made. I have a video on this and I will link it at the end of this one. But I was like, what am I going to do with these extra squares? Well, here you go. We're going to make a quilty sweatshirt, as you probably know from the thumbnail. So I've got my handy design board and I'm going to lay out my Christmas tree block with my extra mini charm squares, right? I'm trying to just offset my seams when I lay it out. All right, looking good. And I'm going to use one square for the stem, right? I'm going to show you how to sew it together. All right, so to sew it together, we're going to do the rows first, then we'll do it down. So picking up the first one. 1/4 inch seam allowance. Right, I like to go ahead and cut that one. Just open it on up. I'm probably just going to finger press all this. Right, no seams are going to line up with each other, so the pressing's not like super important. So we'll sew all my rows together, and then I'll show you how to sew those together. All right, so let's sew the rows together, right? You got all these seamed and just finger pressed. You're just going to flop this down and just eyeball it in the middle there, right? And just stitch straight across that. The 1/4 inch seam allowance just like before. Chop it. Push it back. Same thing over here, right? Just eyeball it in the middle. Line it up. 1/4 inch seam. Right? And push it back. Okay, so do that down. And then when you get to the trunk, just do him this way and push him down. Okay, you should be left with a floppy little tree like this, right? And we're going to quilt him up next. So it's time to quilt him, right? You need to find yourself a scrap piece of batting, and you're just going to lay him on there and smooth him out, right? Smooth him out. We're just going to quilt it straight to this batting. Quilt it however you want to do it. I am going to put like 3 lines basically in each one. Go down the middle and then eyeball, eyeball. Down the middle, eyeball, eyeball. And I want it to be organic wavy lines, not perfectly straight at all. So even easier, right? And I'm using green thread. So you quilt yours up however you like, and then I'll meet you back. So your quilt box quilted and looking all cute, but now we're going to determine the final tree shape we want. So get you a pencil and a ruler. And so I'm looking at these tippy corners right here and sort of the middle here. But I feel like I want to go in just a 1/4 inch, right, from each little point. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going for it. I'm going to mark it with my pencil, right? Can I see that? Yep, I can see that. And then I'm going to go over to the other side and do the same thing. Got to come in just a 1/4 inch from the little points and make that match up there. It's good. Draw my line. All right, I can see that. Right, looking good. Now I'm going to draw one a 1/4 inch from the bottom seam. Right, I'm lining up a 1/4 inch from that very bottom line. Connect my 2 lines. Okay. So for the trunk lines, like we have our 1/4 inch here, and it kind of lines up with that bottom seam of the trunk. And I think I want the trunk to be 1 inch wide, right? Which was lining up, I think, like here and here, 1 inch in there. And then I'm just going to draw, yeah, straight down. This 3/4 inch from the side in here. Bring it over here. 3/4 inch in, draw my line. Well, maybe. There we go. I can skip. I didn't like the first lines I drew. I like the inch better. And then I'm going to make him be 2 inches big, you think? What's that look like? All right. I think he needs to be 1.5 inches. Maybe 1 3/4. 1 3/4. All right. So your trunk really needs to be 1 inch wide by 1 3/4 long. So draw that rectangle inside your bottom trunk square. Then we're going to take it to the sewing machine and stitch on the line we drew all the way around. All right, so I'm starting at the top of the tree, and I'm just going to stitch all the way down that line we drew in pencil, all the way across the tree. So here I go. Might do a tiny back stitch to start. Following the line. When you get to a point, leave your needle down, lift your presser foot, and turn. And, oh, I didn't go far enough. I can't see. I need to go further. There we go. This doesn't have to be perfect. Please don't think it needs to be. It's supposed to be fun. And I think it's looking so cute. All right, we're on the trunk piece. Right, I stitched in the ditch right there on that. And then I'm just going to follow my line. Needle down. Lift my presser foot and turn. I'll take one more stitch. Needle down. Here we go. All right, see I'm coming to the seam. Boop. Needle down. Let's go. All right, last side. Here we go. And I will do a tiny back stitch. Got my thread. Woo! All right, back to the cutting table. Back at the cutting table, and this is what it should look like, right? See my stitches from behind? You can see where I stitched it, right? Now, we're going to cut it. So I'm going to line up my seam with the 1/4 inch on my ruler and chop it, right? Here we go. I want all this to go bye-bye. I'm going to turn them around. Easier for me. I'm lining up my seam with the 1/4 inch on my ruler. The stitches on my seam. Here we go. Oops. All right. Oh, it's looking so cute. Is it? This not cute? Okay, so get to our trunk. Got to be careful. We don't really need to cut anything but up into the trunk. We want to cut a 1/4 inch away from that seam. So just cut that batting there. Be careful, right? Line your stitches with your seam, but I don't want to cut into the tree just yet. All right, might need to get scissors for this part. Here we go. All right, here. He's out. Yeah. See, just be careful not to cut all that out. Other side. Okay. All right. And all right, and I'll use my scissors for the rest of the way so you can see. Boom. And there is your tree. Is that not so cute? So after I cut it, I did decide to wash and dry it. Look how cute. So we've got our cute tree block all crinkly and cute, fresh from the dryer, right? And it's time to pin it to our shirt. This would look super cute on a sweatshirt, but I didn't have that. So I'm going with this pink thermal, but it's going to be right on. So just pin away. And then once you have it pinned, I highly recommend go try it on. Make sure it's in the spot you want, right? Because it's much easier to repin than to resew. So get it all pinned, try it on, and then we'll meet you at the sewing machine. All right, let's sit down to sew. Pull your shirt up in here. I'm going to start up at the top because it's probably going to be the hardest place to get to. Just shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. All right. Okay. Right. Get up at the top. And what I'm going to do is just literally go right next to the stitch line I did before. And I'm using the same green thread. And I am just going to sew this sucker down. Let's go. Tiny back stitch, sew it down. Take it slow. No need to rush through this. And just shimmy your shirt out of the way as you go. Around you go, and I'll meet you back with a finished shirt. Right? Look how cute, you guys. Even better than I thought from the start. We had a vision, and it came together. I really hope you enjoyed this little tutorial as much as I enjoyed making it. The link to that other video with the little mini charm tree should be right here. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Bye.